And a very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gilcone Field on the campus of Brevard College, Brevard, North Carolina, in the mountains of western North Carolina. And glad you're able to join us for this special edition of Brevard College Baseball. A huge matchup here with a lot at stake. The winner of this game will advance to the USA South Conference Tournament, a play-in game, as you will, between the Brevard College Tornadoes and the visiting Piedmont College Lions. The Tornadoes 13-13 overall, 7-5 in the USA South Conference, winners of 4 straight. A sweep of Huntington over the weekend to put the Tornadoes in this very position. Meanwhile, Piedmont was swept by LaGrange, who's the number 1 seed in the West Division. And these two teams a half game apart in a play-in game, winner take all, here at Gilcone Field, where the winner advances to the USA South Conference Tournament. The winner will play the number 1 seed in the West Division, LaGrange, in LaGrange this weekend for a 3-game series. Then the winner of that will play the following weekend against the East Division winner, which will be decided this weekend between NC Wesleyan and William Peace. So Tornadoes and Lions about to get going, and should be just a sensational pitching matchup. Sam Carpenter will go for Piedmont. Carpenter, 8-3 on the season, 2.31 ERA, 93 1/3 innings pitched. This is the number that's really eye-popping. 114 strikeouts to just 16 walks. He has allowed 2 home runs. The Tornadoes, meanwhile, will send Nathan Sanders to the mound. And Sanders is a pitcher who has come on late in the season, very hot as of late. In fact, he faced Carpenter and the Lions back on April 19th, a 4-2 win right here at Gilcone Field for the Tornadoes. And in that one, 6 innings pitched, allowed just 1 hit, 2 runs, no earned runs, 11 strikeouts for Sanders. Just a phenomenal performance in the last meeting versus Piedmont for Sanders. Meanwhile, Carpenter was on the losing end of that one, the 4-2 win for the Tornadoes. The following game on April 19th, part of that doubleheader, Piedmont won 9-2. So Sanders versus Carpenter in a sensational pitching matchup. The Tornadoes versus the Lions in a winner-take-all scenario. Tornadoes will line up as follows. Their batting order: Jason Jucker batting first, Zach Allison second, J.J. Wilks third. Batting cleanups, Logan Clark. Batting fifth is Holden Lanier. Batting sixth is the DH Peter Femero. Batting seventh is the catcher Brett Burchett. Batting eighth, the second baseman Noah Harris. Batting ninth, the center fielder Jack Atkinson. Meanwhile, Piedmont's batting order is as follows. The right fielder Tyler Smith will bat first. Kyle DeJesus bats second. Jack Bartleski bats third. Batting fourth is Carter Bostat. Batting fifth, Tyler Shealy. Batting sixth, Cam Jackson. Batting seventh, Zac Norman. Batting eighth, James Whitmer. Batting ninth, Scott Lyon. And as we mentioned, the pitcher for the Lions, Sam Carpenter. The pitcher for the Tornadoes, Nate Sanders. Piedmont's coached by head coach Justin Scally. And the Tornadoes are under the direction of head coach Mike Victory, assisted by Rob Julian, and volunteer assistant coach is Steve Huckey. So should be a sensational one between these two teams. Perfect conditions after 2 days of heavy rain, whereby the field was really soaked in a lot of ways, and big effort this morning from the Brevard College athletics crew to get this field in playing conditions. So everything looks great weather-wise. 75 degrees, partly cloudy, just a 10% chance of rain. Winds, occasional gusts, a little high, perhaps a factor at times, but officially 13 miles per hour from right to left, 45% humidity. 3 p.m. Eastern, the scheduled first pitch time. Sunset's not till 8:20, so hopefully that won't be a factor in this one as well. So should be a good one. Tornadoes and Lions, a lot at stake here at Gilcone Field as USA South Conference tournament berth is on the line in the first opportunity for the Tornadoes to make it to the USA South Conference tournament, and they are right in the middle of it here, a win and in situation. So stick with us. We'll have the announcement officially of the starting lineups, our national anthem, and first pitch coming up soon. Tornadoes and Lions at Gilcone Field. Advance to the USA South Conference Tournament. Now let's meet today's starting lineups. First for the visiting Lions of Piedmont College. Leading off, the right fielder, number 32, Tyler Smith. Batting second, the catcher, number 3, Kyle DeJesus. Batting third, the second baseman, number 6, Jack Bartleski. Batting fourth, the center fielder, number 26, Carter Bostat. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 4, Tyler Shealy. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 21, Cam Jackson. Batting seventh, the DH, number 44, Zac Norman. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 29, James Whitmer. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 14, Scott Lyon. And on the mound for the Lions, number 38, Sam Carpenter. Piedmont's coached by head coach Justin Scully, assisted by Luke Harris, Hayden Craig, Noah Heatherly, and Chase Dubin. And now the starting lineups for your Brevard College Tornadoes. Leading off, the shortstop, number 2, Jason Jucker. Batting second, the right fielder, number 7, Zach Allison. Batting third, the first baseman, number 23, J.J. Wilks. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 15, Logan Clark. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 22, Holden Lanier. Batting sixth, the DH, number 12, Peter Femero. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 14, Brett Burchett. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 0, Noah Harris. Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 9, Jack Atkinson. And on the mound for the Tornadoes, number 13, Nathan Sanders. Tornadoes are under the direction of head coach Mike Victory, assisted by Rob Julian and Steve Huckey. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you and good luck to both teams. Let's play ball. And the Tornadoes, as they line up defensively, in right field, Zach Allison. In center field, Jack Atkinson. In left field, Logan Clark. At first base, J.J. Wilks. At second base, Noah Harris. At shortstop, Jason Jucker. At third base, Holden Lanier. The catchers, Brett Burchett. And on the mound for the Tornadoes, number 13, Nathan Sanders. So welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to Gil Cone Field on the campus of Brevard College. High stakes in the mountains of western North Carolina, as the winner of this game will advance to the USA South Conference tournament. Perfect conditions, 75 degrees, partly cloudy, very little chance of rain. Winds from right to left, gusting in the teens, 45% humidity. And on the mound for the Tornadoes, Nathan Sanders. He'll face off against Sam Carpenter of Piedmont. That's your pitching matchup. And Sanders has been very hot as of late. An 11 strikeout performance versus Piedmont back on April the 19th. And versus Huntington in this past weekend's critical sweep that got the Tornadoes in this position in the 8-5 win on Friday. Sanders, 2 1/3 innings, no hits, no runs, 2 strikeouts. Piedmont will lead off with Smith, DeJesus, and Bartleski. They're 1, 2, 3 in the Lions order. Bostat, Shealy, Jackson, 4, 5, 6. Norman, Whitmer, and Lyon, 7, 8, 9. And we are ready to get started here. Piedmont and Brevard. Leading off the right fielder, number 32, Tyler Smith. So leading off for Piedmont will be Tyler Smith. He's the Lions' right fielder. And we are ready to go. A historic moment here for the Tornadoes with this much at stake. First pitch, well struck, fly ball to center field. Atkinson camps under it, and there's out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. First pitch at 3:01 p.m. Eastern Time, and that'll bring up DeJesus. Now batting the catcher, number 3, Kyle DeJesus. So Sanders able to get the quick opening out. And first pitch called strike. Second pitch off the plate. 1-1 the count. One's the count. That's off the plate. 2-1. Now the count. Bartleski on deck for Piedmont. Just getting started here. Tornadoes and Lions in a winner-take-all scenario. That pitch, swing and a miss. Sanders able to blow that pitch by DeJesus. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. This is chopped foul along the third base line. So Tornadoes infield, Brett Burchett is the catcher for Nathan Sanders. J.J. Wilks at first, Noah Harris at second. Jason Juckers, the shortstop. Holden Lanier at third base. Outfield from left to right, Logan Clark, Atkinson, and Zach Allison. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. The pitch. Inside, ball 3. So full count in an early battle between DeJesus and Sanders. And the 3-2. Popped up. This is in foul territory. Lanier trying to get a read on it. The sun may have been an issue. Perhaps even that wind. But bottom line is unable to track down that foul ball, and the at-bat will continue. DeJesus versus Sanders. DeJesus, the senior from Trinity, Florida, J.W. Mitchell High School. Starting catcher for the Lions. So Sanders gets his signal from Burchett. And with 1 out, winds up, and here's the 3-2. Off the plate, low outside, ball 4. So DeJesus, the first runner of this contest, the base runner at first. Now batting the second baseman, number 6, Jack Bartleski. So that'll bring up senior second baseman Jack Bartleski. Left-handed hitter. And he takes strike 1. Good-looking pitch there from Sanders. So DeJesus, the runner at first. Bartleski, the batter. 1 out here. Top of inning number 1. And the 0-1. High, shallow fly ball to left field. And that will be out number 2 as Clark's able to make that play. Now batting center fielder number 26, Carter Bostat. So that'll bring up Carter Bostat, the cleanup hitter for the Lions, with a runner at first, and now 2 outs. Both outs coming via the fly ball, 1 to center and 1 to left. First pitch inside, ball 1. Bostat, the junior from Gainesville, Georgia. And the 1-0. Lifted all the way back near the warning track to left field, but that'll be out number 3. All 3 outs coming via the flyout as Logan Clark's able to make that put out. And we'll head to the bottom of the first. Scoreless here at Gilcone Field, Piedmont and Brevard. So Jason Jucker will lead off for the Tornadoes here. Red hot Jason Jucker coming off USA South Conference Player of the Week honors. He was just electric this past weekend versus Huntington. And he'll go to work now against Sam Carpenter. First pitch swinging's Jucker, line drive to right. So just like Sanders did with the Piedmont leadoff hitter, one pitch, one out for the Tornadoes. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the right fielder, number 7, Zac Allison. So Zac Allison will step to the plate. Tornadoes right fielder. Allison, sophomore out of nearby Hendersonville, North Carolina. Just up the road from us here at Brevard College, West Henderson High School. And the ace of Piedmont, Sam Carpenter, will go to work against Allison. Carpenter, 8-3 on the season, 2.31 ERA, 93 and now 2/3 innings pitch. 114 strikeouts, 16 walks. He's allowed 2 home runs on the season. Regarded by many as one of the top Division III pitchers in the entire country. Grounder here, Piedmont third baseman able to make the play there. Nicely done by Cam Jackson for out number 2. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the first baseman, number 23, J.J. Wilks. That'll bring up J.J. Wilks. And the pitch. Off the plate, ball 1. Wilkes, one of several seniors on this team. Senior day this past weekend as well. The 1-0. Swing and a miss there, strike 1. So 1-1 the count, 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the first in this winner-take-all play-in game for a right to play in the USA South Conference Tournament. Grounder here, handled by Piedmont shortstop Scott Lyon for out number 3. We'll head to the top of the second with your score, Brevard 0, Piedmont 0. So to the top of the second we go, scoreless here at Gale-Cone Field. Piedmont versus Brevard. USA South Conference play-in game. Winner of this matchup will head to LaGrange this weekend 2-0 now the count to Tyler Shealy. And the 2-0. This is well struck to the gap in left center field. That's going to hit the wall in left center field, and that's going to be a stand-up double for Shealy. And a runner in scoring position with no outs here to get things started in the top of the second for Piedmont. Now batting third baseman number 21, Cam Jackson. So that'll bring up Cam Jackson with the runner at second, Shealy. Jackson, the starting third baseman for Piedmont. First pitch to Jackson, off the plate, ball one. And the 1-0. Inside, ball two. Sanders, the sophomore right-handed pitcher, is out of Franklin, North Carolina, Franklin High School. As we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, a phenomenal 11 strikeout, 1-hit performance, 6 innings pitched. And picking off the runner at second, a brilliant pickoff play there, so that nullifies the base runner. You don't see that happen effectively all that often. But very nicely done by the Tornado defense. Pitch inside. Sanders, what a move to second he made. Spinning off the mound and picking off Shealy. Jucker making the tag. Beautifully done. And meanwhile, the at-bat to Jackson continues. Jackson fouling that off. 2-2 the count, but big-time pickoff play there. Pickoff at second base. A difficult item to pull off, not to mention sometimes a high-risk play, because oftentimes if you don't connect, that ball ends up in center field and the runner is on his way, sometimes even multiple bases. So a high risk but also high reward pickoff move there, as this liner to right field is scooped up nicely. Nice little shoelace grab there by the right fielder, Zach Allison. That'll bring up Zac Norman. Now batting the DH number 44, Zac Norman. So Norman will step to the plate. That ball was well hit by Jackson, but nice jump on it by Zach Allison in right field, and then able to get his glove low to that grass surface in right field here at Gilcone Field. Do want to give a hat tip to several coaches and staff members from across Brevard College Athletics who got this field in playing condition. If you were up here in the mountains and realized just how much rain dumped on Transylvania County these last couple days, to get this field in playing condition in this short a time is nothing short of miraculous, but it was done earlier today, and things look great for this big matchup between Piedmont and Brevard. So want to give our sincerest thanks to everybody who helped out to make sure that that field was in suitable condition for this big-time matchup between Piedmont and Brevard. So 2-1's the count, 2 outs, nobody on after the runner was picked off second here in the top of the second. And the pitch from Sanders. called strike, so 2-2 the count with 2 outs. And the pitch. Called strike 3. Sanders able to get Norman looking for his first strikeout of the afternoon. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Your score, Brevard 0, Piedmont 0. So Logan Clark will get things started for the Tornadoes here in the bottom of the second. Clark, the freshman outfielder from St. Petersburg, Florida. Pinellas County, St. Petersburg High School. And the 0-1 to Clark off the plate, ball 1. So 1-1 the count, Carpenter versus Clark. Well, we spoke to head coach Mike Victory earlier in the season, and we were talking about Logan Clark, and he raised the point that Clark, likely one of the few freshman cleanup hitters in the nation, as that falls right in front of the Piedmont right fielder, and Clark's then going to make a move to second, and he's able to get to second base safely. So runner on board. Logan Clark, nice opportunistic base running there to see the opening, and that'll bring up Holden Lanier. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the third baseman, number 22, Holden Lanier. So Lanier the batter, and Clark at second. A double. Or check that, official scorer has called that a single and then a fielding error by the right fielder. So a single for Clark. Then a quick out there. Clark retreats to second to avoid the double play. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the designated hitter, number 12, Peter Femero. So quick out there as line out from Lanier. That'll bring up Peter Femero. So Clark will remain the base runner at second. So runner still in scoring position, 1 out here. Bottom of inning number 2. Femero, the sophomore out of Miami, Florida. That pitch off the plate, ball 1. Femero out of Christopher Columbus High School, one of the top baseball programs in Miami-Dade County and the South Florida region. So Clark, the single to right, advances to second on the error. Then a line out by Lanier, setting up this at-bat for Femero. He pops this up, and That'll be out number 2. As Lyon at second, or short rather, able to make that play. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the catcher, number 14, Brett Burchett. That'll bring up Brett Burchett, the Tornadoes catcher. Junior out of Mooresville, North Carolina, Mooresville High School in the Charlotte area. And the pitch. Called strike 1. If the inning continues, Noah Harris on deck for the Tornadoes. That pitch off the plate. 1-1 the count with 2 outs. Just getting going here. Bottom of the second here at Gilcone Field on the campus of Brevard College. That pitch just missing, ball 2. Tornadoes in their home white uniforms with the blue numerals and the blue lettering. White caps with the blue bills. Runner going and able to safely steal third is Clark. The pitch was a strike. And Clark now that much closer to a early go-ahead run for the Tornadoes potentially here after stealing third base. So some good work on the base pass by the freshman from the west coast of Florida. Logan Clark able to take second as now a big jump off of third. But then out number 3 made as Carpenter able to get out of the inning and we will head to the top of the third. Brevard 0, Piedmont 0. So James Whitmer will lead off for the Lions here in the top of the third, and Sanders will go back to work. Each team has managed a hit in this contest. One error thus far, that was on Piedmont. Scoreless in the run column. That was Sanders' 28th pitch in these early goings. And the 1-0. 2-0 the count to Whitmer. Whitmer, the starting first baseman for the Lions. Sophomore out of Lilburn, Georgia. And the pitch from Sanders. ball 3, so hitters count for Whitmer. Whitmer hitting .228 on the season, slugging .260. He has 4 doubles, 17 RBI. Called strike there, so he took that pitch on the 3-0 count. And the 3-1. Called strike. So just like that, Sanders has worked his way back into this count, a full count to the 8-hole hitter, James Whitmer. On deck for the Lions is Scott Lyon. And the pitch. Whitmer lifts this to center field. Atkinson camps under it for out number 1. Now batting the shortstop, number 14, Scott Lyon. So that'll bring up Scott Lyon, hitting .256 on the season. 5 doubles, a triple. Does have some power. He's hit 3 home runs. Lyon, the 9-hole hitter. On deck is the leadoff hitter, Tyler Smith. First pitch fouled off towards the McCoy Tennis Complex for strike 1. Well, we're just a few days away from graduation here at Brevard College. The setup for graduation being constructed on as we speak at Ives Lamel Family Field. First time graduation will ever be held there, the newly expanded Ives Lamel Family Field. And the 0-2 in the dirt, 1-2. It's been a prosperous year for Brevard College Tornado Athletics. First season eligible for USA South Conference postseason play. The men's soccer team won the West Division for the USA South Conference in a exciting tournament win. That team was honored today in a lunchtime celebration at President David and Lynn Joyce's home. The women's soccer team qualified for USA South Conference postseason play, as did the women's basketball team. The football team was co-West Division champions. And the baseball team, with a win today, will go to the USA South Conference tournament as well. So first season for the Tornadoes, and already a impressive opening statement across the Brevard College sports. As this is lifted to center field, Atkinson camps under it for out number 2. Back to the top of the order we go, and Tyler Smith. Now batting the right fielder, number 32, Tyler Smith. So second at bat for Smith. Smith entered this contest with a .329 batting average, 6 doubles, 2 triples, and 11 RBIs. Or check that. Actually, that's Shealy's numbers. Our bad. The other Tyler on the Lions roster. Tyler Smith, .216 on the season with a double. So 1-0 the count with 2 outs and the pitch. This is lifted. J.J. Wilks, and now being called off by Jason Jucker. Wilks had the initial call on it, but then Jucker took over the situation, able to get out number 3. And nicely done by Nathan Sanders in the Tornado defense. A 1-2-3 inning. 2 flyouts and an infield pop-up for out number 3. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Your score, Piedmont 0, Piedmont 0. So Noah Harris will lead off for the Tornadoes. Harris, Atkinson, Jucker due up here in the bottom of inning number 3. And Sam Carpenter, the ace of Piedmont, going back to work here. First pitch called strike. Oh, 2 the count to Noah Harris, starting second baseman for the Tornadoes. Fouled off there. Harris, the freshman from Spindale, North Carolina, Rutherford County. So strikeout there, back-to-back strikeouts for Carpenter. Bring up Jack Atkinson. Now batting for your Tornadoes, center fielder number 9, Jack Atkinson. So Atkinson comes to the plate. Atkinson brings a lot of leadership qualities to the table, the starting center fielder for the Tornadoes out of Piedmont, South Carolina, Wren High School. Two-0 the count to Jack Atkinson. Atkinson, part of that Student Athlete Advisory Committee Executive Board. Did a great job as one of the presenters for the BESPYs Awards held last week. Virtual award ceremony celebrating the season for Brevard College Athletics. And great job by Jack and several others, including Jock Pledger, who's a member of this baseball team and currently coaching first base. Pledger's been getting a lot of reps out there as the first base coach, as the coaching staff has been shuffled a little in terms of their duties. Congratulations again to head coach Mike Victor and his family on the addition to their family. It has a strikeout there, so back-to-back-to-back strikeouts for Carpenter. Back to the top of the order we go, Jason Jucker. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the shortstop number 2, Jason Jucker. So that'll bring up Jason Jucker. Jucker, starting shortstop out of Altamont Springs. Absolutely on fire last week. He went 12 for 20. That's a 600 batting average, a 609 on-base percentage, an 800 slugging percentage, as that's fouled off. This is across the 5 games last week. 5 runs scored, 9 RBIs, 4 doubles, 2 walks, a stolen base, as the Tornadoes won 4 or 5 games, including 4 straight in a sweep over Huntington. And Jucker just on fire through that stretch. And as a result, was named USA South Conference Player of the Week, the final such award of the season. Also, Pitcher of the Week goes to the Tornadoes. Senior Ben Melton, after his big performance versus Huntington. And that's another strikeout. Carpenter strikes out the side and starting to find his groove a bit. That's 4 consecutive strikeouts for Sam Carpenter. We'll head to the top of the fourth with your score, Piedmont 0, Brevard 0. So Kyle DeJesus, the starting catcher for Piedmont, will start things off here. Top of inning number 4. Nathan Sanders has pitched 3 shutout innings so far for the Tornadoes, and he'll take on DeJesus, Bartleski, and Bostat here in the top of the 4th. That first pitch inside, ball 1. And the 1-0. Just missing high, ball 2. And the 2-0. Off the plate, ball 3. In that 11 strikeout performance versus Piedmont back on April the 19th, several of the strikeouts actually came with what began as 3-0 counts, just like we're seeing here. And then Sanders would work his way back into the count. The at-bat sometimes even would carry on via the foul ball and then a strikeout. It's an interesting way to approach things, but Sanders, the results speak for themselves. 11 strikeouts in the first meeting this season against Piedmont. Well, we mentioned head coach Mike Victory. Want to once again, from all of us here at Brevard College, congratulate the Victory family on the arrival of Sullivan James Victory, born at 1:55 a.m. on April the 27th. Undisputably the youngest member, to our knowledge, I say undisputably, but at least to our knowledge, of NATO Nation. Three balls, 2 strikes. Sanders versus DeJesus. And the pitch. Burchett comes up with the throw to first after the strikeout, so nicely done there. Now batting second baseman number 6, Jack Bartleski. So Bartleski steps to the plate, batting from the left side, and Sanders will go to work against him after striking out DeJesus. That was Sanders' second strikeout of the contest. He's walked a batter, allowed 1 hit, no runs. 3 1/3 innings pitched. And unofficially, this next pitch will be pitch number 50 for Sanders. So he's been efficient. But do want to give a hat tip to Rob Julian, who's been handling a lot of the head coaching duties as Coach Victory and his family had the arrival of the baby. And Coach Julian leading the Tornadoes to that 3-game sweep versus Huntington. Looking for one more win here, which would be the 5th straight overall. Tornadoes riding a 4-game winning streak. But stakes have not been as high as they currently are. A winner-take-all scenario between the Piedmont Lions and the Brevard Tornadoes. That pitch from Sanders fouled off. Fouled off towards a grassy area beyond the left field line here at Gilcone Field. One of the more relaxing spots on the Brevard College campus. Great place to settle in with a picnic blanket, as that's called foul, that pitch. So a lot of Tornado fans come, put down a picnic blanket, perhaps bring some snacks, and perhaps even a 4-legged friend to enjoy just the beautiful scenery here at Brevard College. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Sanders versus Bartleski. Sanders struck out DeJesus to start this inning. Top of the 4th, and the pitch in the dirt, so Bartleski showing some plate discipline there, able to draw ball 3. The winner of this contest will play LaGrange at LaGrange in a 3-game series this weekend. Winner of that contest will be playing the following weekend for the USA South Conference Championship versus either NC Wesleyan or William Peace, as this is sharply grounded right through the middle of the infield for a base hit. That's the 2nd hit of the day for Piedmont, and a runner at first for Carter Bostat. Now batting the center fielder, number 26, Carter Bostat. So Bostat will step to the plate, and base runner at first is Bartleski. 1 out. Here in the top of the 4th, scoreless thus far at Gilcone Field. The pitch. This is grounded through the left side of the infield, so back-to-back ground ball singles for the Lions, and now runners first and second. And Sanders will take on Tyler Shealy. Now batting left fielder number 4, Tyler Shealy. So Shealy, the left fielder for Piedmont, with 2 runners aboard now. The senior from Cumming, Georgia, North Forsyth High School. And the pitch from Sanders, strike 1. Good looking pitch to get ahead of Shealy here. Piedmont had a runner at second in scoring position earlier in this contest, and Sanders was able to pick him off through just a brilliant move, spinning off the mound as that pitch gets away from Burchett, and both runners advance. So now runners second and third with 1 out. So now the situation has become that much more precarious after the wild pitch, and runners second and third. So now 2 runners in scoring position. So this is, without a doubt, the biggest opportunity Piedmont's had thus far. And Sanders and the Tornado defense have to be careful here. 1-1 the count with 1 out, top of the 4th. No score, runner second and third, the pitch. Just missing there, ball 2. Tyler Shealy, the batter, Cam Jackson on deck for Piedmont. And the 2-1. Called strike, so 2-2 the count with 1 out. Piedmont now with 3 hits. Tornadoes have 1 thus far. That breaking ball just missed. And a full count for Shealy. Big moment here for Sanders and the Tornadoes. Try to keep Piedmont off the board. Shealy drives this deep to left field and all the way to the left field wall. That's going to score 2 runs on the double by Shealy over the head of Logan Clark in left field, and Piedmont with a 2-0 advantage here in the top of the 4th. Big time RBI double, a 2 RBI double for Tyler Shealy. Now batting third baseman number 21, Cam Jackson. So that'll bring up Cam Jackson with now another runner in scoring position, Shealy, after the 2 RBI double. That ball traveled a long way, stayed within the park, but ended up reaching the fence in left center field and easily scoring the 2 runners on second and third base, Bostat and Bartleski. And Piedmont draws first blood, a 2-0 advantage here in the top of the 4th. This is ripped to right field, a sharply hit ground ball through the right side of the infield. And nice job there by Zach Allison to quickly get the baseball back into the infield and hold Shealy at third, but another base hit this inning for Piedmont. Now runners first and third. That'll bring up Rob Julian to the mound to have a word with Nathan Sanders. Brett Burchett, the catcher for the Tornadoes, joins Coach Julian and Sanders for this conversation. Inning started on the right track for the Tornadoes, a strikeout of DeJesus, but then back-to-back singles by Bartleski and Bostat. Both those runners then advanced to second and third on a wild pitch. Shealy hit the 2 RBI double to left, then the single by Jackson. Runners first and third now for Zac Norman. Now batting the DH number 44, Zac Norman. So Norman will step to the plate with an opportunity of his own. 2-0, Piedmont on top. Top of inning number 4. Norman, the senior from Woodstock, Georgia, Kings Academy. And the pitch from Sanders. Off the plate. Burchett lost the ball there momentarily, then able to come up with it. Didn't travel far. So 1-0 the count to Zac Norman, the 7-hole hitter for the Lions. A 2-0 lead for Piedmont. Both the runs coming here in the top of the 4th after both sides were scoreless through the first 3 innings. Piedmont with 4 base hits all in this inning. And this is absolutely rocketed to left field. A no-doubter, a 3-run home run. You could tell Zac Norman knew that the moment it left his bat. And in just a matter of moments, the Piedmont Lions now with a 5-0 lead. Now another trip to the mound for Coach Rob Julian. And we'll have a pitching change here, so stick with us. We'll let you know who the new pitcher is in just a matter of moments. Your score here in the top of the 4th, Piedmont 5, Brevard 0. So the new pitcher for the Tornadoes will be Bryce Bowers. Zac Norman, that was his 3rd home run of the season. Now with 16 RBIs for Piedmont and a 5-0 lead for the Lions. Tornadoes held the Lions in check through the first 3 innings, but then this inning, a Bartleski single, a Bostat single, Shealy with a double to score both Bostat and Bartleski, so a 2 RBI double for Shealy. Jackson with a single to set up 2 base runners for Zac Norman, who hit a 3-run home run to left field. And that'll do it for Nate Sanders, so his afternoon is complete. Sanders, 3 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. He faced 16 batters, 68 pitches, 38 strikes. And Bryce Bowers, the new pitcher, the junior right-handed pitcher from Madisonville, Tennessee, Sequoia High School. Now batting first baseman number 29, James Whitmer. So James Whitmer will be the first order of business for Bowers. First pitch off the mark, the 1-0. That pitch also missing, so 2-0 the count. Tornadoes entering this game 13-13 overall, so a .500 winning percentage against all competition. 7-5 in the USA South Conference. Half-game advantage over Piedmont, necessitating this winner-take-all play-in game. These teams were scheduled to play a 3-game series earlier in the season, but due to several reschedule situations as well as COVID-19 protocols, 2 games of the 3 were played. A doubleheader back on April 19th where these 2 teams split as Whitmer's able to get a base hit there to left field. So the 4th inning continues for Piedmont. Now batting shortstop number 14, Scott Lyon. Now to bring up Scott Lyon, We mentioned Bowers, by the way. This is his 9th appearance on the season. He's 0-1. He's pitched 15 innings. First pitch, strike one. To the Piedmont shortstop, Scott Lyon. That pitch fouled off, so 0-2 the count. Six base hits by Piedmont, all in this inning. Lyon is the 8th batter to come to the plate for Piedmont here in the top of the 4th. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at first, then a snap throw to first to try to pick off the base runner. Burchett in an ambitious pickoff attempt there, trying to connect with J.J. Wilks. Whitmer able to hustle back, get his uniform a bit dirty there on the headfirst slide. Still just 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Foul ball is the call. Lanier thought he had a read on it. Home plate umpire ruling that that ball bounced foul. So the at-bat will continue. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Whitmer, your base runner at first. Piedmont enjoying a 5-0 advantage over the host Brevard College Tornadoes. And the pitch. Line drive to left. That is fair. Just inside the line along the left field line. And just like that, runners second and third after the double. And we'll head to the top of the order in Tyler Smith. Now batting the right fielder, number 32, Tyler Smith. So that'll bring up Tyler Smith. First pitch fouled off. More bullpen action for the Tornadoes. Huntley Hacker, a sensational closer for the Tornadoes, warming up. 1-1 the count with 1 out. This pitch is driven to deep center field. Atkinson makes the play, but that's going to be a sacrifice fly RBI as Whitmer scores. And now 6-0 Piedmont on top, and runner advances to third on the play, but then an out. So we'll see what this is. The run counts, but then an out made. I think the runner going from second to third was ruled as either leaving early or not tagging up properly. So double play in the process, but the run counts. Will get out of this top of the 4th, but Piedmont adds another run. Lions 6, Tornadoes 0. Middle of 4. So Zach Allison will lead things off for the Tornadoes. So the Tornadoes have some work to do now, down 6-0, and against one of the top pitchers in all of NCAA Division III baseball, Sam Carpenter. So a daunting task here, but knowing this Tornado squad, they're going to fight and see if they can get back into this thing. Down 6-0 after a 6-run top of the fourth by Piedmont. Biggest highlight of that top of the fourth inning, a 3 RBI home run by Zac Norman. The 1-1 to Allison off the plate, ball 2. Allison, Wilkes, and Clark due up here in the bottom of the fourth. Grounder here. Lyon, the shortstop for Piedmont, able to make the play successfully. So 6-3 on the putout. And with 1 out, that'll bring up J.J. Wilkes. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the first baseman, number 23, J.J. Wilkes. So the senior J.J. Wilkes steps to the plate. Exciting senior. So much the heart and soul of this Tornadoes baseball squad. Brings so much energy. The senior from Charlotte, Philip O'Berry High School. J.J. Wilkes. Foul tip there, so quickly a 1-1 count. And called strike there, so now 1-2 the count to Wilkes. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on here. Bottom of inning number 4. Wilkes chops that foul, so count will remain 1-2. Well, this is a winner-take-all scenario. Brevard swept Huntington this past weekend. And Piedmont dropped 3 to LaGrange and brought these two teams within a half game of each other, and therefore this play-in contest for right to go to the USA South Conference tournament. Now batting for your Tornadoes, left fielder number 15, Logan Clark. So that'll bring up Logan Clark after the Wilkes strikeout. That was Carpenter's 5th strikeout of the contest. At one point, he had struck out 4 straight. Has not allowed a walk, Carpenter. His numbers continue to dazzle in that strikeout and walk columns. He now has 119 strikeouts. Just 16 walks. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, and the pitch. Fouled off. So at bat will continue for Clark. And the 1-2. Struck him out there, so Carpenter continues with the strikeout. That's his 6th of the contest. He has struck out 6 of the last 7 Tornado hitters. We'll head to the top of the 5th. Your score, Piedmont 6, Brevard 0. So Kyle DeJesus will lead off here in the top of the 5th. DeJesus actually led off the top of the 4th in an inning that Piedmont brought 9 batters to the plate, scored 6 runs on 7 hits. For the contest, Piedmont 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. Tornado 0 runs, 1 hit, 0 errors. Bryce Bowers continues his relief appearance for the Tornadoes. Ground ball there, handled by Lanier. So quick out number 1 for Bowers in the Tornado defense. Now batting second baseman number 6, Jack Bartleski. I'll bring up Bartleski, 3-hole hitter, second baseman. Carter Bostat's on deck for the Lions. 1 out, nobody on. The pitch from Bowers. First pitch, swinging there, and Jucker, big effort, covered a lot of ground. Lanier was in the area as well, along with left fielder Logan Clark. That part of the field in that foul territory, Tornadoes have had a tough go at it on a couple of plays. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. We're in the top of the 5th here at Gil Cohen Field. Pitch there, misses inside, so 3-1 the count. Sharply hit line drive to right field, all the way to the right field warning track, and that'll be a stand-up double for Bartleski. So another runner in scoring position. Now batting center fielder number 26, Carter Bostat. That'll bring up Carter Bostat, the center fielder for the Lions. Junior from Gainesville, Georgia. First pitch there, fouled off. And the 0-1. Called strike, so 0-2 the count. Bowers ahead of Bostat. Bartleski, the runner at second, after the double to lead off. Check that, actually, he was the second batter this inning. DeJesus grounded out to lead the inning off. This is grounded to Lanier, and he makes out number 2. Lanier to Wilks. Now batting left fielder number 4, Tyler Shealy. That'll bring up Tyler Shealy, left fielder for Piedmont. Shealy's riding a 2-for-2 day, 2 RBIs. And the pitch from Bowers, outside, ball 1. 0-1 the count with 2 outs. And the pitch. Fly ball to left field, and that'll be out number 3. So Bowers and the Tornadoes able to retire the heart of the order for the Lions. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Piedmont 6, Brevard 0. So Holden Lanier will lead off for the Tornadoes. 5-hole hitter, third baseman for the Tornadoes. Lanier, Femero, and Burchett due up here in the bottom of the 5th against Sam Carpenter, who has caught fire these last couple of innings in the strikeout department. This pitch lifted to left field. And Shealy's there for out number 1. That'll bring up Peter Femero. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the designated hitter, number 12, Peter Femero. So Femero, the Miami, Florida native, Columbus High School. Alex Rodriguez attended Columbus High School for some of his high school career. He also spent much of his playing days at Westminster Christian High School in Miami before being drafted number 1 overall by the Seattle Mariners straight out of high school. But it tells you the kind of baseball roots that Femero comes from, playing at that same program. And a superstar like A-Rod graced with his presence. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out to Peter Femero. That pitch off the plate. Miami-Dade County, one of the most prosperous baseball areas in the country for its high school baseball. And great to see the Tornadoes starting to build a bit of a pipeline to South Florida. Femero, a big part of that, along with Cesar Rodriguez, the left-handed pitcher from Hialeah, Florida, just down the street from Miami. Soft pop-up there, handled by Lyon, the shortstop for Piedmont, for out number 2, and that'll bring up Brett Burchett. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the catcher, number 14, Brett Burchett. So Burchett will step to the plate. Burchett, the junior from Mooresville. First pitch, swing and a miss. Carpenter continues his mastery. 4 2/3, 6 strikeouts, no walks. Just one hit. Has not allowed a run, of course, in this 6-0 ball game. So see if Burchett can change those trends, as that's fouled off. So 1-2 the count with 2 outs. If the inning continues, Noah Harris awaits on deck. And the 1-2. Just getting a piece of it there is Burchett to keep the at-bat alive. Good to see a nice turnout here for this critical game for the Tornadoes. Several student athletes from different sports throughout the 19 sports for the Tornadoes. As swing and a miss there, that's strikeout number 7 for Carpenter. We'll head to the top of the 6th, Piedmont 6, Brevard 0. So Cam Jackson will lead things off for the Lions here in the top of the 6th, and Bryce Bowers continues his relief appearance. First pitch there, fouled off. Jackson, Norman, and Whitmer due up here for the Lions. And the 0-1. Driven foul, 0-2. Tornado defense behind Bowers. J.J. Wilkes at first. Noah Harris at second. Jason Jucker at short. Holden Lanier at third. Brett Burchett's the catcher. From outfield left to right, Logan Clark, Atkinson, and Allison. Well, we mentioned all the Tornado athletic teams in the building here, and really appreciate all that support from the fellow student athletes. As base hit there for Zac Norman. So runner at first, and that'll bring up Whitmer. Well, we mentioned all those athletic teams in the building. Softball, women's soccer, women's basketball, cheerleading, football, cycling. Great support throughout the 19 varsity sports plus 3 reserves programs here at Brevard College. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at first is Zac Norman. Whitmer, the batter. Bowers, the pitcher. That pitch off the plate. Ball 2. And the pitch. Soft grounder to Lanier. He has a hard time. And that'll be an error as Lanier was crossed up a little bit. And inning will continue here for Piedmont. Now batting shortstop number 14, Scott Lyon. So runners now first and second after the Norman single, and Whitmer advancing on the E5. First error of the contest for the Tornadoes. Piedmont does have an error themselves. Oh, 1 the count with runners on first and second with 1 out here. We're in the top of the 6th. Piedmont has staked an early 6-0 lead. 6 runs all coming in the 4th inning. As that pitch gets away from Burchett, runners advance to second and third. And 1-1 now the count. So situation becoming that much tougher for Bowers in the Tornado defense now with runners second and third. Only 1 out. Infield in. And the pitch from Bowers. Fouled off, 1-2. Runner second and third. The 1-2 from Bowers. Fouled off. Out of play. Well, beautiful weather here on May the 5th. Cinco de Mayo. Temperature in the mid-70s. Interesting little time for these sort of sentimental holidays. May the 4th be with you, followed by Cinco de Mayo. Back-to-back festivities. Also want to give a shout out to Joseph Marvin. May the 6th is Joseph Marvin's birthday. Digital media director and assistant sports information director. Does so much great work for the Tornadoes behind the scenes. Happy birthday, Joseph. We're less than 8 hours away from officially ringing you in. As this is driven to center field, Atkinson camps under it. Runners tag up, and that's going to score a run, sacrifice fly, RBI. 7-0 now, Piedmont on top. So back to the top of the order we go. Tyler Smith has now Piedmont with a 7-0 lead. The sacrifice fly by Lyon. Smith, first pitch swinging. That pitch drilled down the right field line, foul. So 0-1 the count. One the count with 2 outs. Piedmont 7-0 advantage. Jack Atkinson, a diving attempt there, but unable to come up with that baseball. And that will score another run for Piedmont, who extends their lead to 8-0. Atkinson did all he possibly could there, but just unable to make the play, diving headfirst in center field. Now batting catcher number 3, Kyle DeJesus. So that'll bring up Kyle DeJesus. DeJesus still looking for his first hit of this contest, 0 for 2 so far. And Bowers will continue his appearance. Action in the Tornado bullpen. Huntley Hacker back up and loosening up in the Tornado bullpen. The pitch. Driven to right center field. And that'll be out number 3. Nice job there, traveling a long way with Zach Allison to make that play in right field. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Piedmont 8, Brevard 0. Noah Harris steps to the plate for the Tornadoes to lead things off here at bottom of inning number 6. Sam Carpenter going back to work for Piedmont. First pitch swings Harris. This is lifted to left field, And that'll be out number 1 as Shealy makes the play in left for the Lions. That'll bring up Jack Atkinson. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the center fielder, number 9, Jack Atkinson. So Atkinson, the hitter for the Tornadoes. Junior from Piedmont, South Carolina. And Carpenter, unofficially, only his 60th pitch. And we're already in the bottom of the 6th, so very efficient. Sam Carpenter, 7 strikeouts, no walks, has allowed just 1 hit, 5 1/3 shutout innings. And the 2-0. Fouled off, 2-1. That pitch off the plate, ball 3. Well, Piedmont entered this contest 20-14 overall. Seven and 6 in the USA South Conference. Tornadoes 7-5 in the USA South Conference, so a half-game advantage through the end of the regular season. This play-in game was originally scheduled for yesterday. Heavy rain in the area both Monday and Tuesday. Decision made to move this game, which really was a no-brainer considering the forecast and the resulting precipitation. As there's a base on ball, so walk number 1 and a valuable base runner for the Tornadoes. Been looking for that for quite some time here against Carpenter. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the shortstop, number 2, Jason Jucker. So Atkinson able to take first base on the walk. So first walk allowed for Carpenter. Carpenter hasn't allowed many walks all season. That was only his 17th walk in over 98 innings pitched. Grounder there. It's going to be safe all the way around. So Jason Jucker able to get aboard. And now runners first and third for the Tornadoes. Now batting for your Tornadoes, right fielder number 7, Zach Allison. So Zac Allison will step to the plate, 1 out, after the infield single by Jucker, which followed the walk for Atkinson. And just like that, runners first and third for the Tornadoes, who have been trying to crack the riddle of Sam Carpenter all contest long. Pickoff throw to first to keep Jucker honest. And the 0-1. Another pickoff throw. Grounder here up the third base line, fair. Run will score. And now 2 outs for J.J. Wilkes. Now batting for your Tornadoes, first baseman number 23, J.J. Wilkes. So Tornadoes able to get on the board. As Allison with the ground out RBI, scoring Atkinson. Jucker advances to second on the play, so runner at second here for J.J. Wilkes, and Tornadoes able to get their first run of this contest, now trailing 8-1. So 2 outs here, Carpenter versus Wilkes. Well, Wilkes part of that senior class that was honored during the Huntington series. Daquan Davenport, Jacob Dennis, Christian Ezel, Huntley Hacker, Holden Lanier, Ben Melton, Hayden Price, Tanner Revis, Bo Shealy, and J.J. Wilkes. The senior class for the Tornadoes. So runner at second, 2 outs, 0-2 the count to Wilkes, and Carpenter steps off the rubber. Wilkes then steps away himself, gets a word of advice from Coach Steve Huckey. Coach Huckey, the third base coach for the Tornadoes. Oh, 2 the count with 2 outs, and Wilkes will regroup and face off here against Carpenter. That pitch gets away from the Piedmont catcher, DeJesus, and runner advances on the play. So Jucker on the wild pitch, now the runner at third. And a 1-2 count for Wilkes. Runner at third, 1-2 the count, 2 outs, and Wilkes flies that baseball to center field for out number 3. We'll head to the top of the 7th with your score, Piedmont 8, Brevard 1. New pitcher for the Tornadoes, Huntley Hacker, the senior from Lexington, Kentucky, Blue Ridge High School. And sensational closer for the Tornadoes, entering this contest in the top of the 7th. Jack Bartleski will lead off for the Lions. Now batting, second baseman number 6, Jack Bartleski. So Bartleski will step into the batter's box, and Hacker will go to work. And First pitch swinging's Bartleski, and he's able to get a line drive single to right field and runner aboard for Piedmont here in the top of the 7th. That'll bring up Carter Bostat. Now batting center fielder number 26, Carter Bostat. So that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Bostat. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Pitch from Hacker, grounded to left field. So now runners first and second. So back-to-back hits for Piedmont. Now batting left fielder number 4, Tyler Shealy. So Shealy now the batter. 2 for 3, 2 RBI day for Shealy. The 5-hole hitter, left field for the Lions. And Huntley Hacker will go back to work here against him. Piedmont 8 runs on 13 hits and 1 error. Brevard 1 run on 2 hits and 1 error. Hacker, the 3rd pitcher of the afternoon for the Tornadoes. Nathan Sanders started this game. Bauer's relief appearance, 2 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, just 1 earned run, 1 strikeout, no walks. That pitch across the plate. So 0-2 the count. Shealy has 2 doubles. And has driven in 2 of the 8 runs for Piedmont. Has also scored a run himself. And the pitch from Hacker. Inside. 2-2 the count. Top of the 7th. Runners first and second. No outs. The pitch from Hacker. Line to left field for out number 1. Runners stay put at first and second. Now batting third baseman number 21, Cam Jackson. So I'll bring up Cam Jackson, who's 1 for 3 on the day. Has scored a run. And Hacker go to work against him. That pitch off the plate, ball 1. Now Hacker earlier this season was named to the D3 Baseball Team of the Week. That's a big national honor. And Hacker, by doing so, became the first ever national award honoree on the D3 level for a Brevard College baseball student athlete. So congratulations on that award, Huntley Hacker, as he's able to get out number 2 via the flyout. That'll bring up Zac Norman. Now batting the DH number 44, Zac Norman. Hacker, this is his 12th appearance. 1 win, 1 loss, 3 saves. A minuscule 0.61 ERA. He's allowed just 1 earned run in what has now been 15 1/3 innings. And able to strike out, or check that, actually, that pitch gets away from Burchett. Our apologies, had the count wrong there. So Runner advances in the process. Hacker, 10 strikeouts, 6 walks on the season. Just a sensational season for Hacker, the closer for the Tornadoes. And taking on a formidable hitter here. And able to strike out Norman, who had homered earlier in this contest, but Hacker takes care of business there, strands 2 Lyon base runners. 7th inning stretch time here at Gilcone Field. Your score, Piedmont 8, Brevard 1. So Logan Clark will lead things off for the Tornadoes here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And Sam Carpenter will go back to work for the Lions. First pitch swinging Clark. Carpenter so far 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 run allowed, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, has not allowed an extra base hit. And that right there, pitch number 75 of the Carpenter outing. And able to get strikeout number 8 there. That'll bring up Holden Lanier. Now batting for your Tornadoes, third baseman number 22, Holden Lanier. So Lanier steps to the plate. Carpenter now 8 strikeouts, 1 walk. And the pitch. Called strike to Lanier. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Piedmont 8, Brevard 1. Piedmont 8 runs, 13 hits, 1 error. Brevard 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error. Piedmont scored 6 runs in the 4th, 2 in the 6th. Tornadoes able to get on the board in the bottom of the 6th. Grounder there. And 4-3 on the putout, so there's out number 2 here in the bottom of the 7th. Bring up Peter Femero. Now batting for your Tornadoes, the DH number 12, Peter Femero. So Peter Femero, the native of the 305, stepping into the plate. That pitch inside, ball 1. And the 1-0. Lifted to left field. This ball's traveling a long way, and that's a home run, folks. Peter Femero going deep to left field for the solo shot. Touch 'em all. Peter Femero. That's a tornado home. So Peter Femero able to get the Tornado's second run of the contest with that home run blast. Big time shot to left field for Peter Femero. So that'll bring up Brett Burchett with 2 outs. As that's fouled back. So Peter Femero. Great to see him with that home run. It's Femero's first home run in a Tornado uniform. So congratulations, Peter Femero, but still a lot more work for the Tornadoes to do. Trailing now 8-2, and Carpenter able to strike out Burchett to end the inning. So we'll head to the top of the 8th. Piedmont 8, Brevard 2. So Whitmer will lead off here for the Tornadoes. We'll check that for the Lions here in the top of the 8th as Huntley Hacker continues his outing for the Tornadoes. Jason Jucker with a nice play defensively, covering a lot of ground there from the shortstop position for out number 1. Now batting shortstop number 14, Scott Lyon. I'll bring up Scott Lyon. 0-1, so Hacker able to get ahead of Lyon early on here. Next pitch off the plate, ball 1. Lyon 1 for 2 and an RBI on the day. Two-one now the count with 1 out, nobody on. We are in the top of the 8th inning. As Lyon lifts this to center field, Atkinson is on the case for out number 2. And back to the top of the order we go. Now batting right fielder number 32, Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith steps to the plate, 1 for 4 with an RBI. That pitch outside, ball 1. Winner of this contest will head to LaGrange for a 3-game series this weekend. And then the winner of that will play the winner of the east side of the conference tournament, North Carolina Wesleyan and William Peace. Hacker versus Smith. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 8th inning. Tornadoes trailing 8-2. And the pitch from Hacker. Fouled off. So the at-bat will continue. Tornadoes defense behind Huntley Hacker. Catchers Brett Burchett. First baseman J.J. Wilks. Second base Noah Harris. Shortstop Jason Jucker. Third base Holden Lanier, as this is lined to left field for a base hit. Now batting the catcher, number 3, Kyle DeJesus. I'll bring up Kyle DeJesus. Well, we mentioned the Tornado infield defensively. In the outfield and left field, that's Logan Clark. Center field, Jack Atkinson. And right field, Zach Allison. And Huntley Hacker, the pitcher, continuing his relief appearance. Nathan Sanders started this contest. Bryce Bowers then pitched 2 2/3, allowing just 1 earned run. Now Huntley Hacker going on his 2nd inning of work. Has not allowed a run thus far. And the pitch. Runner going, and throw to second, gets away from Harris and Jucker, who was backing him up. And runner advances to third on the play. So defensive miscue for the Tornadoes, but also opportunistic base running by the Lions. And the end result, after the stolen base and the throwing error, runner on third, the speedy Tyler Smith. With DeJesus at the plate, 2 outs. And the pitch from Hacker. Sliced foul, so at bat continues. Fouled off again by DeJesus. DeJesus still looking for his first base hit of this one. 0 for 3 on the day. And the 2-2. That pitch was wild by nature. Bounces off the backstop, back into the grips of Burchett. So the runner stays at third. So kind of a lucky bounce there. And the 3-2. Little bit of a blooper there, short hop to Harris, and then he makes the play to Wilkes for out number 3. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Piedmont 8, Brevard 2. I'll bring Noah Harris to the plate for the Tornadoes. Always interesting to listen to the walk-up music of the Tornado batters. Harris goes with Justin Timberlake, an interesting choice. And just so many genres covered across the Tornadoes playlist. Meanwhile, new pitcher for the Lions, that's Justin Manis, so that will do it for Sam Carpenter. Let's look at his pitching line. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk. Did not allow a double or a triple, but did allow the 1 home run to Peter Femero. 87 pitches, 60 strikes. And Carpenter, if this lead holds, in line for the win. A strong performance from Piedmont's Sam Carpenter. So Manis now the pitcher, and he's the freshman from Decula, Georgia, Mountain View High School. Listed at 6'5". So kind of a different look entirely compared to what the Tornadoes were dealing with the lefty Carpenter. Harris, Atkinson, and Jucker due up for the Tornadoes. So that'll be ruled a foul ball. 2-2 the count to Harris. So Harris is retired, and that'll bring up Jack Atkinson. Now batting for your Tornadoes, center fielder number 9, Jack Atkinson. So Atkinson steps to the plate. First pitch off the plate, ball 1. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out. Swing and a miss there. So Manus able to get that ball past Atkinson. Next pitch. Swing and a miss as well, and strikeout there, and back to the top of the order we go for the Tornadoes, Jason Jucker. Now batting for your Tornadoes, shortstop number 2, Jason Jucker. So Jason Jucker, the reigning USA South Conference Player of the Week. Just an enormous, productive week versus both Covenant and Huntington. First pitch swinging, there's Jucker. Fly out to center for out number 3. So we will head to the top of the 9th. Piedmont 8, Brevard 2. So Huntley Hacker will continue his relief appearance. He's already pitched 2 innings of shutout baseball for the Tornadoes. A sensational senior closer. Has allowed 3 hits, no runs, strikeout, no walks in the first 9 batters faced. He's thrown 32 pitches, 22 strikes. Bartleski, Bostat, and Shealy due up for Piedmont. And the pitch. Grounder through the right side of the infield, gets past Harris for a base hit. And that'll be a runner on first for Piedmont here in the top of the 9th. Now Now batting center fielder number 26, Carter Bostat. So pinch runner at first base for Piedmont. Ethan Darrow. And Bostat lines out to Harris for out number 1. So with the runner at first, I'll bring up Shealy. Now batting number 4, Tyler Shealy. Darrow, the runner at first, the senior from Noonan, Georgia. And right on cue, the pinch runner with the steal of second. Now runner in scoring position, the speedy Ethan Darrow. Piedmont 8, Brevard 2. Top of the 9th, 1 out. Huntley Hacker continuing his appearance. And the pitch. Called strike to Shealy. Good looking pitch there from Hacker. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at second. Hacker versus Shealy. That pitch called strike. Looks like Jacob Dennis, the senior, starting to loosen up in the Tornado bullpen. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And the pitch. Lifted to right field. Runner tags. And able to safely make his way to third is Darrow, as Zach Allison able to catch that fly ball and get the ball back into the infield, but runner advances. 2 outs. Now batting number 21, Cam Jackson. We'll bring up Cam Jackson, 1 for 4 on the day. Third baseman for Piedmont. Bats from the left side. And the pitch from the Lexington, Kentucky native, Huntley Hacker. .30 the count here, Hacker versus Jackson. Well, want to thank everybody who made this unprecedented semester of college athletics happen here at Brevard College. A lot of people involved, from the COVID-19 protocols to dining services to the academic side of campus. Debbie Dana and her whole group heading up the COVID-19 task force, as Jackson's able to draw a walk there. And not to mention the operations side for the Department of Athletics. A cast of thousands putting together several events. Grand total the Brevard College Department of Athletics, with this event here, safely executed 133 total intercollegiate contests. This event is the 67th home event of the spring semesters, and that's across 16 varsity sports. So, big effort by a lot of different people and subgroups within the Brevard College community. And just want to thank everybody for all their effort to make all that happen. The goal was to get as many games in, opportunities for these student athletes to do what they love, and able to get a lot of that accomplished across a lot of sports. And do want to give a shout out to sports that are very unique to Brevard College, cycling and climbing. Unfortunately, their years completely wiped out by their governing bodies, and hopefully they'll be right back at action like they always are in the fall. But they did a lot of things to keep their culture going within a team. Hacker, meanwhile, able to strike out Norman. So Norman goes down on strikes for out number 3. And last chance for the Tornadoes, bottom of the 9th. Piedmont 8, Brevard 2. So Zach Allison will lead things off for the Tornadoes here. Manis continues his relief appearance, and Allison, hot shot there to first, and Manis covering first, and that'll be out number 1. So Tornadoes down to their final 2 outs. Now batting for your Tornadoes, number 23, J.J. Wilks. So J.J. Wilks, the senior, will step to the plate. That pitch missing, ball 1. On deck for the Tornadoes, Logan Clark. Tornadoes down to their final 2 outs, trailing by 6. That pitch just misses. So Wilkes able to take first base there, and that'll bring up Logan Clark. Now batting for your Tornadoes, left fielder So Clark, your batter, after the Wilkes hit by pitch. Now Wilkes is standing on second base. See if we can sort all this out. Yeah, it looked like that pitch quite simply got past the Piedmont catcher, so it should have been simply a wild pitch. But now it's being ruled a hit by pitch. So now runners first and second. So, and Clark initially acted like he was hit by the pitch, gave that kind of body language. The ball got past the Piedmont catcher. Wilkes advanced to second. And then the 3-member umpiring crew had a conference and determined that, in fact, Clark was hit by pitch. So now runners first and second. Now batting. I have. So that'll bring up Holden Lanier. Two outs now as Lanier grounds out, and Tornadoes down to their final out. Now batting for your Tornadoes, DH number 12, Peter Femero. That'll bring up Peter Femero, homered earlier in this game. So Manis will go to work against Femero. Now runners second and third. Wilkes, the base runner, at third. Clark at second after the Lanier ground out. Clark and Wilkes both got on base via the hit by pitch. And the pitch from Manis. Femero lifts this to left field, and that'll be out number 3. Piedmont's going to win this contest 8-2 and advance to the USA South Conference Tournament. Congratulations to the Lions, 8-2 victors over Brevard. Your final score from Gilcone Field, Piedmont 8, Brevard 2. Piedmont 8 runs on 15 hits and 1 error. Brevard 2 runs on 3 hits and 2 errors. Congratulations to the Piedmont Lions who advanced to the USA South Conference Tournament. Best of luck to the Lions, and congratulations to the Brevard College Tornadoes for a sensational season here in 2021, and congratulations to all the seniors who will graduate this weekend. Once again, your final score for the final time, Piedmont 8, Brevard 2. We kindly ask that all spectators So not the result the Tornadoes certainly wanted, an 8-2 defeat to the Piedmont Lions. But congratulations to the Lions on advancing to the USA South Conference Tournament. They will head to LaGrange to face off against LaGrange. And then the winner of that series, LaGrange and Piedmont, will match up the following weekend versus the winner of NC Wesleyan and William Peast on the east side of the tournament. So Piedmont 8 runs on 15 hits and 1 error. Brevard 2 runs, 3 hits, and 2 errors. Piedmont jumped ahead with a big 4th inning, 6 runs in the 4th. Shealy a 2 RBI double. Norman a 3-run home run, and then a sacrifice fly in that contest as well. All gave Piedmont a 6-0 lead at the end of that top of the 4th. And then Piedmont added 2 more runs in the 6th to take an 8-0 lead on a sacrifice fly by Lyon that scored Norman, and then a RBI double by Smith that scored Whitmer. Tornadoes able to get on the board in the bottom of the 6th. RBI ground out that scored Atkinson. That was Allison with the RBI. And then in the bottom of the 7th, his first home run in a Brevard College Tornado uniform, Peter Femero with the blast to left field. It all adds up to the 8-2 final score. Piedmont able to take this one. Piedmont was led offensively by Jack Bartleski with a 4 of 5 day with a double and a run scored. Tyler Smith went 2 for 5. Carter Bostat 2 for 5. Tyler Shealy 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs and 2 doubles. Zac Norman 2 for 5 with 2 runs scored and 3 RBIs, the home run. 1 for 3 day for Scott Lyon, 1 for 4 for Cameron Jackson, who also scored a run. And James Whitmer 1 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Sam Carpenter, the starting pitcher, the winning pitcher for Piedmont, 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk. He allowed 1 extra base hit. That was the home run to Femero. 7 flyouts, 5 groundouts, 87 pitches, 60 strikes for Sam Carpenter. And then Justin Manis came in, pitched 2 hitless innings to close out this game. 1 strikeout, no walks. So the combination of Carpenter and Manis were very effective holding the Tornadoes to just the 2 runs on 3 hits. Tornadoes pitching. Nathan Sanders was the starter. He went 3 1/3. Bryce Bowers, 2 2/3 in relief of Sanders, allowed just 1 earned run, 1 strikeout, no walks. And then Huntley Hacker, the sensational closer for the Tornadoes, he pitched the final 3 innings, did not allow a run, 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. All the hits that he allowed were singles. So those 3 pitchers, Sanders, Bowers, and Hacker, combining on the mound for the Tornadoes. And the Tornadoes, just 3 hits in this one. The hits came from Logan Clark, Jason Jucker, and then the home run from Peter Femero. Atkinson also scored a run, and Zach Allison with a RBI on a sacrifice fly. And it all adds up to Piedmont taking the 8-2 win. Well, just want to tip our hat to the Tornadoes. This was the best season for the Tornadoes in quite some time. The Tornadoes this was their winningest season since 2012, ending the year 13-14 overall, a .481 winning percentage overall, and then in conference play 7-6, a .538 winning percentage. Tornadoes ended the regular season on a 4-game winning streak, and if you include this game, winners of 4 of their last 5, went 7-10 at home, 6-4 on the road. Big sweep early in the year at Averett. Doubleheader sweep against William Peace. That was remarkable as far as, kind of the roller coaster ride of that one. Big win, part of a doubleheader versus Covenant that started that 4-game win streak. And then the sweep of Huntington over Senior Day weekend. Also the win back on Monday the 19th against this very Piedmont team, 4-2. The big 11 strikeout performance by Sanders. So a lot of great memories from this season for the Tornadoes under the direction of Coach Mike Victory. Huntley Hacker was named to the D3 Baseball Team of the Week this season. First ever National Division III honoree for Brevard College baseball student athlete. Zach Allison won the USA South Conference Baseball Player of the Week early in the season. Trenton Anderson won the Baseball Rookie Pitcher of the Week for the USA South Conference twice this season. And then in the last week of the season, Ben Melton named Pitcher of the Week for the USA South Conference, and Jason Jucker named Player of the Week. So several individual accolades for the Tornadoes. So head coach Mike Victory, assistant coach Rob Julian, and Steve Huckey building something special here at Brevard College. So keep an eye on Brevard College baseball moving forward. Certainly a lot to build upon and a lot to be proud of as far as this season goes. And congratulations again to the seniors for the Brevard College Tornadoes baseball program. Those seniors join a grand total of 48 Brevard College student athletes who will graduate in just a couple days here, part of that May 2021 class. And 35 of those seniors for Brevard College athletics graduating with a GPA of 3.0 or higher. The Brevard College Tornado senior class: Daquan Davenport, Jacob Dennis, Christian Ezel, Huntley Hacker, Holden Lanier, Ben Melton, Hayden Price, Tanner Revis, Bo Shealy, and J.J. Wilks. Congratulations to that group of student athletes as well. And as we mentioned during the broadcast, just want to thank everybody who helped make this semester possible. A grand total of 133 intercollegiate contests across 16 sports were executed in this highly unusual, unprecedented season of college athletics. So I want to thank all that helped make that possible. Well, congratulations to all the graduates. Congratulations to the Tornadoes. Again, not the result they wanted here in this play-in game for a right to go to the USA South Conference tournament. However, a lot to be proud of, and certainly graduation right around the corner for several of the Tornado baseball student athletes. So once again, I want to thank you, the audience, for tuning in all season long to these editions of Brevard College Baseball and for Brevard College Athletics. I want to thank all those behind the scenes that helped us out, including several students across several of the sports, but especially Joseph Marvin and Patrick Hall for all their hard work behind the scene as well. Once again, your final score for the final time from Gilcone Field: Piedmont 8, Brevard 2. Go Tornadoes.